Welcome back. By way of introduction, we are beginning part 1 today. As mentioned in the previous lecture, our course is divided into 4 different parts. So let's begin with part 1 and see what we can learn today. Our focus for today is collection of data. So by way of introduction, we would want to look at Introduction to Statistics. We are mentioning the course titled Statistical Methodology. But what does the word statistics mean in the first place? And then we want to look at some key terms in statistics. And we will also consider some of the sources of statistical data. And if time permits us, we will move on to collection of data and then questionnaire design. Now the question is, what is statistics? Statistics is being defined here as a science or a process of collecting data and then putting your data in a form, that is organizing it, and trying to compress your data, further organizing it, which we will describe as summarizing, and then after that, trying to analyze, which is trying to understand the form of your data, and then you move on to interpret the data, make meaning out of it. All of these things you will do just to help you make decisions, okay? So when someone embarks on a study and is applying statistical methods, the ultimate thing is that the person wants to take a decision. So if Ghana wants to understand why we are in our current economic difficulties, an economic person or a financial person or even any Ghanaian may show interest to understand or study Ghana's economy and understand how come we have arrived here. And once he's able to do a study like that and come up with some findings, it can help the government or some stakeholders take some decisions. So the whole process of going through statistics is ultimately to help stakeholders make decisions. There are many reasons why students may study statistics. Someone may simply want to understand it and apply it in his or her field. Someone may be interested in conducting a research and so will be interested in studying statistics. Another would want to use the knowledge to become a better citizen or a better consumer. If you are well informed on something through a study, you can better make decisions, as I've been saying. Now we want to look at the types of statistics. So under statistics, we have 2 general types. The first is descriptive statistics, and the next is inferential statistics, all right? So as we progress, we'll come to fully appreciate and understand what this is. But in summary, when we talk about descriptive statistics, what it means is you have some information, you are trying to understand it. So how can you understand it? You can understand it by putting it in certain forms, altering the form, trying to organize it, trying to summarize it, put it in tables or graphs, using all manner of statistical measures or tools just to help you see or get a better view of the information that is lying before you. So when we talk about descriptive statistics, this is what we are looking at. So it's a whole process of collecting data, and then when you have your data, which I'm using the word information for, you organize it and then you try to summarize it, you try to put it in graphs, tables, and all of that, just to help you understand the form of your data or the information. Now, when it comes to inferential statistics, this is the point of decision making, okay? So whatever results you have now received from your study and from the descriptive statistics you did, the various methods you use, whatever information however clear the information now is to you, you do some analysis and then you get some results. Now, based on the results, you make decisions. This is the point of inferential statistics. So you realize that you are conducting a study with some information, you put it in various forms just to get a better view of the information, and that is the point of descriptive statistics. After you now have a good view of the information, we are saying that inferential statistics now involves the methods that help you to make the decisions, okay? So now I have a better view of the information. What are the tools that will help me now to analyze this information and then arrive at decisions, okay? And whatever decision you make, you now extend it to the entire population. So I don't want to bring in all these words because we have not yet looked at them, but I believe as we progress, we will look at them. And definitely, if you have a question when we meet in class, I would want you to ask. There are some limitations of statistics that can be considered. And generally, statistics, we are saying that it deals just with aggregates of facts. It deals with just quantitative characteristics. So it generally looks at things that are numerical in form. So when it comes to dealing with things that are not numerical in form, you have to convert them to numeral forms before you can use statistics to study them. So these are some of the limitations. When we say limitations, we mean some hindrances to our study, okay? And then we're also saying that physical laws are not accurate, they are only approximate. And there's a reason. There's a reason why it is so. It's because usually when you are doing a study, you use a portion of the entire group you are studying. Generally, that's what happens because most of the time it's difficult to get information from the entire group. So you are left with making do or trying to get a good representative of the entire group, a portion of them. And out of these, you do your study, get information, and then get some results. So definitely it's an approximation. It says a representation of the entire group. You didn't interview or you didn't get information from the entire group. So we are saying that some limitation is that in statistics, I would say that the results are approximate and you can rely on them to make good decisions, okay? So maybe not accurate, it's not truly, to say not accurate may be extreme, but they are simply approximate, okay? All right, now we have a graph before us here, which is introducing us to two key terms that are in statistics, and we will meet these over and over and over again. We are talking about population, and then we are talking about sample, okay? So you see that the population is a very big circle with many people in there. The sample is a very small circle with few people here. And it seems that the people here have been selected from the bigger circle into the smaller circle. So in our next session, we will seek to understand what this diagram is talking about. Thank you for being here. All the best.